Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Toka Monday night live stream. I just realized that I have one of my lights turned off, and it's much darker in here than usual. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the creator marketplace and the stuff that that Toka has learned in researching it. And just to let you know right now, if you want to stay in the conversation about this kind of research, you can join us on our Discord, which I'm about to link in chat. And this research actually did cost us a bit of money. So this is one of the kinds of things that the Patreon funding goes to. So if you want to support us on Patreon, this is also the kind of research that we are able to do because we have your support. And Cecelia, I think you were mouthing something about the money.
It cost, we actually did do the experiment before we had any funding. So it did technically cost me money.
That is true. There is a limit to the extent to which we can rely on the admins just paying for things.
But there is I just want everyone to keep that in mind. I want everyone to keep in mind how far Cecelia will go to tell a joke that will make TikTok look bad. We are going to tell this whole story, and the moral of the story is going to be Cecelia will go very far to tell a joke that will make TikTok look bad.
That is a moral of the story. Another moral, arguably a more important moral, is TikTok doesn't monitor the creator marketplace at all. And the scams we've been seeing lately are just completely without any kind of protection for creators.
They're pretty unprecedented. So I think anyone who is in the actual marketplace has dealt with getting a message from a brand that does not appear to be a real brand. But you're like, I'll humor you, clearly fake brand. What's going on here? And that brand will inevitably get, like, the campaign will just suddenly disappear. You'll get no further updates. You'll be like, yeah, sure, I'll promote whatever this is. And then nothing ever happens. They sort of close it down. Either the scam doesn't work or they got caught. I've never received a single legitimate business inquiry through the marketplace. And I don't know anyone who has. Oh, you have.
I have received an offer in exchange for product to consider advertising soap.
So wait,
it's not any better than a company that would go into your Instagram DMs or send you an email.
Yeah, it's exactly the same level of security as a company sliding into your DMs.
Yeah. Well, you're the only person I know who's gotten a single valid offer through the marketplace.
I did, I know that it was valid because I went ahead with the offer because the offer was, we'll send you the soap, you just use it and you can make content about it if you want to. It was very much the yeah, we're paying you in product, but also we're giving you the product for the possibility that you might feel motivated to do it. And I did get the product. They did send it to me. And I didn't make a TikTok because I didn't use it because I don't need tea tree oil soap from China.
But you have it now. But this is
also, even if I did, my TikTok is not a skincare account. I don't think that anybody would look at my TikToks and think, see me advertising a hygiene product and think, yes, that makes me feel confident about this product.
The person who cuts their hair, at least until recently, but might still cut their hair with a fucking pocket knife.
I do still cut it with a pocket knife when I don't feel like I'm going to the bathroom.
Add the conversation about how cheap hair cutting scissors are.
I know how cheap they are. I have a set.
Look up.
So what you're saying is you need to put them next to your monitor.
So in case anyone was wondering, this is today's Watson, what's wrong with you moment. Why would you do that?
But honestly, I'm not judging because I have done that before too. Sometimes I just don't feel like going to get my hair cut. I will just grab scissors and chop
No,
Luckily enough, I
yeah.
have long curly hair,
I mean,
and nobody will ever know.
that's not a problem. You're using scissors, a tool.
I have not had my hair cut professionally in like at least 6 years. All of these transformations that my stupid head has been through have been on my own, but I have clippers and hair cutting scissors and like
Not taking a knife and just going at your head.
I want you to know that my hair looked like this before I started cutting it with a knife. Because like getting a professional to make it look like this is like $80.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it looks bad. I'm just saying that I worry about you. Like,
No, it looks great, and the way that they accomplish that is by going at it with a straight razor.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. That's welcome to the detour.
So anyway, back to the ranch.
That is not the silliest thing we're going to say tonight.
But that is a very very normal sort of PR tactic, because that's like every single like makeup company that I've ever worked with that sent me stuff, because multiple companies have sent me things that I haven't talked about on TikTok because I haven't liked the product. They just send you the product, you try it out. If you like it, you talk about it. If you don't, you don't. That's the gamble they're willing to
It's
throw
like
at it.
our list.
Exactly. It's exactly like that. So that's like an understandable, like people are willing to do that as long as you're not required to review it in exchange for product. It's just a regular old PR list agreement. So I don't know how many weeks ago at this point, because time is irrelevant. I don't know how many weeks ago at this point. Someone posted a video on TikTok saying that TikTok had contacted them through the marketplace. And it was specifically about some new feature that TikTok was going to be pushing, and they wanted creators to be talking about it on the platform. And this person was like, oh, okay, it's a real offer from TikTok. Red flag number one was that they wanted to contact them through WhatsApp. And that was like the preferred means of contact. There was an email, but they were pretty focused on contact us through WhatsApp. I'm pretty sure if people reached out to the email that was there, that email does not exist, because it was an @tiktok.com email. I'm pretty sure if people emailed it, that would have been the end of the line. It would have bounced back and that would have been nothing. But this is for people who said like, well, it has all of TikTok's branding and they're contacting me through the marketplace, so this must be legitimate, because being in the marketplace lends an air of legitimacy to a lot of these businesses. And the guy just got ghosted. So he made a video about TikTok ghosting him, like within the marketplace. Like the wild concept of TikTok running an ad campaign on TikTok and then ghosting the people it contacted about the ad campaign. Maybe 2 or 3 days later, someone said, hey, if you get contacted by TikTok through the marketplace, that's not TikTok. This is a scam. And she broke down all the ways in which it was a scam. But they were, what is that? Their drawing style, corporate Memphis. People will look it up, they'll find it. But it's the like cartoon style that TikTok uses on all of their stuff, with like the people with real big limbs and they're very flat. Sometimes they got faces, sometimes they don't. It was like complete with the branding. Everything looked legitimate, but it was just a well-crafted scam. Thank you, corporate Memphis.
Yes.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Now we all know, we have the reference. So months ago, so many months ago, we had someone reach out to us in one of the channels on Token saying, hey, my former abuser owns a small business and ran an ad through the marketplace and got my phone number. We immediately said, ooh, that's a big security risk, and this is something we don't have access to as creators.
To be clear, the company had reached out to that creator to like try to make an ad connection, and they had turned them down. TikTok's not supposed to send personal information to advertisers you turn down.
Correct. So this was like this is a gaping hole in our knowledge anyway. So it was kind of a good, like, okay, well, we can go and investigate this. There are, I think about this all the time. There are universes in which we went about this in a very normal way. but we're here, and we wanted to look at a couple of things at the same time. And because almost everything that had come through before felt like a scam, we said, okay, well, how do we make this so obviously fake that if a single person looked at it, they would say, oh my God, reject this application immediately. And I think it was just the initial concept was, what if the website was just business.com?
The initial concept, and we did this right away, was register the email businesspersonbusinessemail@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when we signed up with the specific contact person for this company is business person, like first name business, last name person.
Yeah.
And we did originally want business.com, but as it turns out, .com costs more money. So, Cecelia, would you like to tell them what we ended up with?
Watson realized that .horse was available. So this is the website that I built. It's called business.horse. This is a stock photo of a horse that is worried. I know that because I typed horse worried. And then business park, and I just put the horse on top of the business park. And we started a TikTok for business.horse as well, to sort of lend credence to the business horse having a business presence online. The best copy that any of us has ever written is the tagline for this business.
For all your business's needs.
No. Wait, what is the actual? It's the course, something about synergy.
One of the top.
Yeah.
Business.org is a for-profit commercial enterprise synergistically generating enterprise and consumer.
Which I believe was taken verbatim from an email you had gotten from another scam company.
That might have been the case.
At least some portion of it was taken from there, and then it got very out of hand. But yeah, for all your businesses,
we were just trying to fit as many buzzwords as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Buzz, much word.
I love my little guest book slideshow. And then we wanted more than just like the landing page. So there, you can book some services. We also have blank page. Which every time I see, I forgot that I didn't give it a title. And it really works. It really works. There's a portion where we're like collecting emails. For what?
Use this space to encourage your users to sign up and stay informed.
I didn't change anything. I didn't change a single stock photo except for the one. I assume we've collected emails. I have never once looked at people who gave us their emails. I do get an email every time someone signs up for my services as the business horse.
I believe that you can't. What it does is Wix sends you an email letting you know that they're trying.
Yeah.
Because we didn't.
Because when you try to book a session, when you try to book a consulting session, it says, sorry, the service is not available for online bookings.
I just got the email on my phone. Push notification notes to my phone every time someone clicks on it. This would, if a person looked at this, right? If a person looked at this website and that description that is just like making synergistically consumering all of that shit, if they looked at that, they would say, this is not real. The contact name we registered is business person. The email is business businesspersonbusinessemail@gmail.com. And the voice, the phone number is a Google Voice number. So everything registered to this is unbelievably fake. Now, we took it one step further to protect both me and Toka from any liability. This is an actual LLC.
Which I do believe you need an EIN to register.
You do need an EIN to register for the marketplace. You can get an EIN from the government in about 15 minutes. So that's not an actual hurdle unless someone doesn't know that you can just get an EIN.
Unless someone doesn't know how to use Google.
Yes. Okay. No, so, yes, we have it. Oh no, we have
an LLC.
I have an LLC. The LLC's name is business.horse. It is registered for business.
Cecelia Gray is the CEO of business.horse.
She's that client officer.
Client officer.
Yes. That's the one that really fucks me up. So I spent American dollars to make the LLC business.horse. Now, the reason I did that is because I am willing to do that in part because I am now just like organizing my own business expenses under business.horse. So that's mine forever, and I get to keep that, and I'll probably re-register it in a state that I move to when I move. But we just wanted to be protected from any kind of like potential legal nonsense. I didn't want to get into hot water and have that like jeopardize my personal finances in any way, shape, or form. So we actually did form an LLC called business.horse before Toka was an LLC.
Let it not be said that we don't take bits too far.
I commit to the bit, but we finally got, because it takes a long time for that paperwork to go through. That paperwork went through, it came back. I finally had like my license to be a business. And the second that came in, I went and registered for the Creator Marketplace. So in the Creator Marketplace, the contact person is business person. The phone number is a Google phone number. The email is businesspersonbusinessemail@gmail.com. So this is a wild set of things. And you know, if they looked further into the company, they would see it's registered to a different person than the contact person here, who's clearly a fake contact person. The website at the time did not work yet. We hadn't even put up the website. All of these things were red flags. The bio was complete gibberish. We were in information services. That was the field that we were in, right? Yeah, information services, because that sounded the vaguest. The approval came back in under an hour. I want to say it was under half an hour, but I can't say that for sure. I remember it being less than an hour. So no human being ever looked at that. No. There is no way a human being looked at that. Even a person who had the barest grasp on English would have seen a business registered to business person and say, nope, that's fake.
I just really want to like make my first child business person.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to screen share too much of the Creator Marketplace because there is a lot of information about creators on there that is not available in public. And I don't want to just like, you know, is not necessarily super sensitive information, but not something I want to stick on a stream. I do want to share just so that y'all can see what categories exist for your content to be filtered into. So these are the categories that exist on TikTok. So like, you know how we talk sometimes about like TikTok being really particular and granular about like how it's grouping people and how it figures out the existence of categories? No, it's not. It's the broadest possible shit. And like the reason that you're getting all of the things that feel the most relevant to you is because all of those things fall in the same giant ass bucket. So like under animals and nature, we have nature. natural environment, under pets and animals, exotic animals and wildlife, livestock, and pets. So, like, there is not a distinction on TikTok between dog videos and cat videos.
Nope.
Beauty and fashion. This one's dense. Beauty and fashion, beauty and self-care, cosmetics and makeup, cosmetic surgery, hair, nails, oral care, others, perfumes, personal care, skincare, fashion and accessories, bags, body art, clothing, jewelry, others, shoes. That's the one that they expect the most advertising granularity to be necessary for, obviously. Creativity and leisure, arts and crafts, drawing and painting, and others, DIY and life hacks, DIY, life hacks, garden, home, oddly satisfying, aesthetics, slime, and ASMR.
Oh,
That one gets its own specific category.
It does.
kill it with fire. I want it gone.
Education,
Ugh.
general education, upskilling, entertainment, animation and cosplay, comics, cartoon and anime, cosplay, entertainment and music, entertainment news, fan account, internet personality, movies and TV, music, variety shows and reality TV, games, non-video gaming, video games,
These are the only kinds of game.
Yes,
family and
video
emotion.
games, not video games.
Family and emotion, which contains the categories emotion and family. Emotion covers romance and wedding.
Shut
Those are emotion.
Stop.
You two emotions.
No.
Romance and wedding.
The two.
No. Oh my God.
And family and relationships, kids, and specifically toddlers.
The Todds get their own.
Lifestyle, food, drinks and beverages, food displays, food recommendations, mukbang and tasting and recipes, travel, adventure travel, destination, global culture, hotels and resorts, luxury travel and travel guide, and vlog, career, daily life, fortune telling, inspirational interviews, school life, and spirituality. And there's a category for miscellaneous, performance, acting and drama, funny, fail, others, prank, reaction videos, scripted comedy, lip sync, dialogue lip sync, music lip sync. That's an appropriate amount of granularity there, I think.
Yeah.
Talent, beginner dance, instrumental, magic, beginner dance. Oh, yeah. And they have professional dance, magic, singing, unusual talent, society, life and society, social events and news, social news and events, and street interview and social experiment.
No.
Good to know they're set up for-
Later it gets regular again.
It's good to know that they are set up for Cole Sprouse.
They're ready for him. Cole Sprouse, anytime you want to come on TikTok. we're here.
Sports and outdoor, fitness, health, yoga and meditation, outdoor activity, adventure, camping and hiking, fishing and hunting.
Just
And
one activity, though. Not more than
Extreme
one.
sports,
Just one
sports
activity.
news, sports and recreation.
What if you're just doing regular sport?
No.
Under
Not
technology, we have photography and videography, which is the only category in the super category of just photography. Product education, tutorials, product showcase, device comparison, product testing, and unboxing. I feel like those could all be in product education.
Probably.
There's no need for those to be separate super categories. And finally, the last meta category, vehicles and transportation. Auto and vehicles, cars and trucks, special events, vehicle test and showcase. Nothing for motorcycles, I guess.
Not allowed.
No,
Other
because motorcycles are risky and therefore you can't do them on TikTok.
Other transportation vehicles.
I guess that's where motorcycles fall in.
I feel like motorcycles fall into vehicles as opposed to transportation that is not vehicles.
Listen, a sled is a
transportation vehicle.
transportation that is not a vehicle.
No, it isn't. A sled is a vehicle.
Oh my God. So, when we joined, I don't know how many months ago at this point, the categories were a lot broader.
No, I don't think they were.
No, they were. There were some categories that were much, much broader and didn't have the same levels of breakdown. The personal care in particular did not have the same level of breakdown, if I'm remembering
It's
correctly.
true, because didn't we find out that someone who is mostly a cooking person was under like personal beauty?
Mostly a video game person was under personal beauty.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I do have all of it screenshot from when we first reviewed it. I'm not going to dig through my filing system to find
I
those.
don't feel like it.
There are like multiple iterations of me changing the way that I organize my files for Toka that need to go be reconciled and have not.
I can't even judge you because I did that today. So I literally did that today. So
all of our real logos, as opposed to the placeholder logo we started with, are in the folder logo noodling.
We're very organized.
We're doing great.
We're doing great. We're doing so great. So all of this is to say, when you are a creator, you don't get to pick what categories you're going to be put in. It was a surprise to see what category TikTok had put me in, because the first thing I did when I logged in was check what advertisers could see about me. That was the first thing I did. There are some metrics that they make available to advertisers that they don't make available to users. Even though we've gotten better metrics as time has gone by, that still hasn't changed. And I think the specific couple of things is that like it actually gives you sort of an average number of views per TikTok, so advertisers can sort of know what to expect. And it also shows the advertisers your most viewed videos. So they have an idea of what content does well on your page, which TikTok doesn't like have. I can't go and say like, hey, TikTok, what's my best video? I have to scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll.
There is a very interesting new graph since we last checked. I have your page pulled up. Are you comfortable with me showing your graph?
Let's go. Reveal my private information. I want to see.
So we've got most recent videos. This is your engagements relative to video views.
Yeah.
And your most popular videos. Which your most popular video is.
It's always that one. It's always that one. I know who
1.6 million engagements and 6 million views. Then down here we have this one. This one. Yeah, no, I know what that one is.
Well,
that one, yeah.
You know what's so?
Some of your famous videos.
You've seen them. You've been around. This is not available to us at all. I would fucking kill for this.
Which, by the way, if you are a creator with Toka and you have, you are in the creator marketplace and you want screenshots of your page at any time, just ask.
Let us know.
Let them know. We'll get it to you.
Cecilia's categories are movies and TV, general education, and scripted comedy.
That has changed.
Ooh.
Oh, is this your? Oh no, this is your on-page bio, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was gonna say it looks like they might have put back the like blurb, the info.
No, this is my bio. I don't see my actual bio.
Yeah, no, I believe we have never actually found the bios that you used to be able to write for yourself and that are now all locked.
Yeah, when we were initially looking, it was during that weird time period where everything had been locked down. So no one was seeing anything, even on the advertiser side. And we were able to confirm that, like, yeah, no one can see anything. But I don't see it at all. Still. Well, that's weird.
I want to know
who
does it consider?
I have to see this graph because I would have said that I don't think that there is any point at which they have been working on the creator marketplace.
What?
I'm surprised to see this graph because I don't think that they really have any substantial number of people working on the creator marketplace.
I really can't figure out if there is like
it's got to be at least one guy. It's gotten better, but
I mean, but looking at so when you look at pull it back up, when you look at like my expand my screen, when you look at my like completion rate, no, that's my oh god damn, that's a good metric.
Yeah.
I'm in the top 22% of creators for completion rate.
Well, similar creators.
Okay, listen. I'm only competing with people who look like me.
You can also see who TikTok considers a similar creator to you.
Yes, which is wild.
Yeah.
Which is fucking wild because it's never anybody I know.
I love Lizard.
I will follow them because we are similar. And I must know. But like it's never anybody.
Elf and the Donkey and family probably have something in common with Business Horse. Oh, look, and Pony Boy.
Stop! You guys, we gotta go.
They're on to you.
They're fucking on to me. The other thing that's wild is the first thing it pulls up is the rate that we have put in. And if it's negotiable or not, so people can like price compare. They're like, oh, this creator's similar, but they're asking for $100 less. All right. It's shitty. It's a shitty little thing they're doing. Oh.
What is
what is that shit? Okay, so 17.5% of my audience is inactive, which is an estimate that I've had in my head for a long time anyway. Not like that precise, but I've been like 20, 25%.
They have the device now?
Yeah. Right?
What?
Right? This is all extremely useful information that creators have no access to, but advertisers do. I was gonna shit.
I'm gonna pull this for a second because I want to see mine.
Do it.
I'm sure my numbers are a lot worse.
But this is why so what's interesting to me is one, that similar creators section is in no way relevant. That is not, for the most part, pulling creators that are in the same niche, that are advertising to the same audience. Because if it were, I would expect to see very different people there.
Right.
Because I know exactly who is in my niche and who I share audiences with. Oh, charts.
I've got one successful video lately.
I'm just gonna say there's just that one way out there.
I feel like this is the problem with the way this chart is set up. It's like a lot of the time you have one video that's like way better than the rest, and everything else is clustered in a more average space. Who does it consider? Yeah, so it's like a similar active, inactive percentage.
We got a younger audience than you, though.
Weird. It's because I talk about...
It's because I make tips for college students.
You do. It's also in part because I talk about being engaged and having like the responsibilities of a life and dogs and things that people don't get till they're older. Who does it Oh, you know, a TikToker. You know, a TikToker.
And let's see.
You know, a TikToker.
I don't think I know any of these people.
Why is Dr. Ina asking for $100? Ma'am?
Is that
someone needs to tell her.
Yeah, that's Dr. Ina.
That's someone needs to go tell her. That's not an acceptable rate, ma'am. You could ask her a lot more than that. But it's never people that are in your actual network. Even though I know for a fact TikTok knows who the fuck's in my network.
Well, you also have to imagine that just because people are in your network doesn't necessarily mean they're in the creator fund. And not the creator marketplace.
The marketplace.
So it's really just
not worth it.
Right. So it has a smaller
pool of people.
Pull from.
Yeah.
So that's some of the insight we were able to get by bringing into the Creator Fund. One question you might have is maybe they don't vet the accounts when they sign up. Maybe they save that for when you try to actually make a campaign. And we can confirm that they do not vet accounts at that point, because we started a campaign, contacted a creator, and made them an offer for an ad. They accepted, and they went ahead and ran that ad. Would y'all like to see the Business Horse ad?
Yes, please.
Yes, I would.
I'm sure folks who've been following my content knew that this was coming at some point, but I need to apologize to one of my followers. Phoenix, I am so sorry. Personal apology is one of the reward tiers on my Patreon. So what normally follows that in these videos is a pitch for my Patreon, but I've got a sponsor this time from business. I don't know what's going on here, but I got a creator marketplace offer from business person at business.horse to promote their product. I don't know what their product is. Last I checked, this doesn't lead to a website. I'm confused. When I told them that, they said it's fine. Told them what I was gonna do in this video, and they're cool with it. So they're paying me, and I'm gonna do the fucking ad. I don't know what's going on. Check out business.horse. Maybe there's a website there now. Bye.
I remember when I first saw that, I'm like,
Oscar award
Holy shit.
acting. Flawless
Brilliant.
performance.
oh god.
So just so everyone knows, Watson was not the only person that we did this with. We actually went into, so Toka has a space for people that have 100,000 or more followers, specifically because at that point you are dealing with the marketplace and the Creator Fund and a lot of other nonsense on the platform and dealing with contracts and advertisers and that kind of thing. So we want to have a space for them to talk about this stuff without people butting in and saying like, I don't earn any money. Like, listen, none of us do. But the within there, we said like, hey, 100K, we're doing a thing. Who would be willing to just like volunteer letting us click on your profile and ask you to like make an ad? We won't actually require you to make an ad. We'll cancel it before then. And we'll make sure that it's like not going to screw up your metrics on the marketplace. And a couple of people did, and we were actually able to add them to the ad campaign. It was at that point that we were able to confirm, at least from our end on our account, we could not see, oh my God. We couldn't see anyone's private information until they had accepted the ad campaign offer. So I couldn't get Watson's like private information until they had accepted. And then I was given the email, the phone number, all that nonsense.
Yeah, the person who had that security breach said that when they talked to TikTok about it, somebody reached out to them and said that they had fixed it. So, as far as we were able to tell, they were successful in patching that.
The way in which it was phrased did make it sound like it had happened to other people. The idea of like this was not an issue never came up. It was just we fixed it. So that is just another thing to keep in mind. TikTok is potentially playing fast and loose with your personal identifying information, and just if you don't have to put it in, don't put it in. If you don't have to, don't. So the good news was that didn't happen. We weren't able to get people's phone numbers or information. The bad news was that we were able to successfully run an ad campaign again for business.horse with no oversight, no problems. I think they may be relying on creators to report the companies rather than preemptively looking at the companies themselves.
They run their
it's not a great strategy for creators who may be counting on the marketplace to protect them from fraudulent companies.
They run the marketplace the same way that they run the rest of TikTok, in that you rely on the kindness of people reporting stuff that's like really bad, and then you ignore it.
Yes.
Until you ban.
Are you trying to tell me there's bad actors on the internet?
What? Oh shit!
No, never. We would never say that.
It's where nothing bad ever happens.
No,
Somebody
never.
I
on
just-
the internet and lie.
What?
You can't lie on the internet. That's the rules.
No one has ever lied on the internet.
I'm so frustrated too, because it's like I understand that each company is like working with itself, but it's like now with the internet existing in the way that it is, especially with all of the social media platforms, for like it's going on 20 years for the youngest of them all. How do companies still walk into this and go like, oh, I've always relied on the kindness of strangers for everything, from from user submitted content through things like a marketplace. They always assume that everybody's going to come here with good, pure intentions. I will never understand that. I have banned way too many people to like ever think that ever again.
Yeah, and I think it's sort of the same statistical problem that everybody has with large numbers, which is like people think, yeah, what's like 1% of people going to be a problem? That's nothing. And 1% isn't nothing. It's hundreds of thousands of people.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And especially when you're talking about money, how much money is that? Because if it's $1 per transaction, then that's only, I can't math. But if you put 10, that's 10 times as much money per transaction. And then if you have like no limits, I mean, that's a lot of fraud that you have to deal with. So I don't get it.
I do have one more comment from earlier in chat that I want to pull back up.
Yeah.
So we are not gonna make business.horse merch, but we recently remembered that there are a ton of small business owners in Toka, and we are prepared to license, or not prepared, we are willing to become prepared to license the Toka logo and Toka intellectual property like Business Horse to creators who want to make merch. We're gonna look into like what a like fair market rate is for like royalty and licensing fees and stuff, but we want our members to be able to make money on this stuff, and we want that merch to exist. So if there are any Toka members who think that making Business Horse merch would be a good investment for them, we will work it out with you.
Like, I could feasibly license it and create a shirt and sell it that says, I joined the creator marketplace and all I got was this horse and business pants.
Yes, you could.
2021, actually.
That was 2021. The sentence that built itself in my mind of the Business Horse is Toka's intellectual property has absolutely broken me, and I'm so
You created this monster.
It helps to think of it as a mascot.
I like, don't you abdicate any of your responsibilities?
No, because we were all in the same call for like 2 hours talking about the Business Horse.
Actually, you know how I know it was at least a 2-hour call? Because you were able to get into and approved on the same meeting.
I left and I came back. I was like, what are you guys doing? And it was already devolving. So
Cecelia did not create horses. She did, however, subject them to capitalism.
We
are all victims here, okay? The horses are not exempt.
Oh God.
Okay, so anyway, if anyone wants to license the Business Horse, we are going to figure out a fair licensing agreement for that.
Or the Toka logo. All the people who want Toka stickers, and we're not going to make them because that's
hard
to handle.
Hard work.
So much effort.
I would absolutely kill a man for like a Toka enamel pin. I'm not gonna make that.
Right.
Oh my God, I would buy the Toka enamel pin.
I think we all would.
Yeah. I'm not gonna make it. I'm too lazy. But there are
all of my TikToks for the Toka account, and then people would still comment saying, "Hey TX, someone stole your content."
At least it's not me anymore. So, oh my God, I can't. Oh, can the new? Oh, sorry, I just got a New York Times like breaking bulletin that said white-tailed deer are now carriers for Omicron, and I just needed a fucking day.
Never gonna stop.
I would like to be done now.
No.
Although, Cecelia, I do think you should make yourself a sticker that says "not a labor organizer."
Oh,
And if it does help, though, remember, ever since the beginning of all of this, we have known that animals can contract it. It's very rare, but
I know this, but I didn't need the New York Times to suddenly surprise me at 8:46 p.m. with like a, hey, did you hear about the deer? They all have Omicron.
jumping out of the bush.
I'm already teetering on the edge today, both because we are sitting here talking about business.horse at fucking length and because my day was very long. All of this, the moral of the story, the minor moral is that I will go very far for a joke. The larger moral is in no way, shape, or form is TikTok ever looking out for you as a creator on the platform. And it's the constant illustration of it is constant. That's why it's a problem. It's just sort of every single day. But this is just an added layer to it. Get off the marketplace. Yeah. Honestly, just get out of there. Nothing good is going to come of it until they do some major reforming of it. I know.
Most of the people that we've talked to so far that have done deals with businesses have happened outside of the marketplace anyway.
The ad, I think I've done 2 ads total, and both of them were handled through my business email, like a normal ad is. Again, they're just not looking out for you. I'm probably going to unjoin the marketplace after this, honestly, because I don't want to be in there anymore. And I kind of advise other people do the same because it hasn't gotten any better.
But that sweet analytic information.
Well, see, here's the thing. I don't have access to that. The business horse does. And business.horse will be remaining on the creator marketplace until they forcefully remove me from the creator marketplace for making a fake account to run ads for a fake website.
If TikTok can't be bothered to remove the fake account that's pretending to be TikTok on the creator marketplace, like that's what gets me.
No.
Stop. Oh my God.
I say nay.
Things are on fire today in chat. Thank you.
And there's one more thing that I want to bring into this, just another important development in the overall story of Toka's engagement with business.horse. It is not about anything to do with TikTok. It's just one of my greatest accomplishments as a writer. So I just want to read you a quick exchange from the Toka Discord from when we first started talking about this. Clovebird asked, "Why can one buy .horse but not .bird? My life is agony." To which I responded, "Because Big Horse is a powerful lobbying force, and Big Bird is just a puppet for the public broadcasting industry."
I hate you so much. This is just as bad as that video that you made. How dare you?
TX and I were sitting there. Their keyboard wasn't working, and it just kept typing these long strings of A's and like disconnecting.
I just got a new keyboard because my keyboard's been like decaying rapidly over the last week.
It took like 15 minutes to get that one sentence typed up and into the Discord. And at the end of it, I read it. And I was like, I know they're so fucking pleased with themselves in this moment. And I am so mad. The best part of it is that you got to workshop the joke as you were typing it because it was taking you so long.
It took me a while to get to, I could say that Big Bird's a puppet.
I hate everything. I hate everything.
Now, what differentiates Big Bird as a puppet and not a Muppet?
He's a Muppet.
They're okay. Not
No,
all
a
puppets
Muppet-
are Muppets.
a Muppet
but all
is just-
Muppets are puppets.
That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
I mean, Sesame Street isn't the Muppets. It is a Jim Henson
Correct.
property, if I remember correctly, but
Muppets are technically everything that Kermit the Frog is in, like
Okay,
as main
but-
character type person.
This incorrect. He have multiple hands inside him. He have a whole person. 2 hands.
Yeah. So okay, so then puppets with just the one or 2 hands to use to operate versus one or more whole ass people inside of it. That's it. Because there's Snuffleupagus.
that can't be what distinguishes a Muppet from a puppet, because there
No,
are
it's not. No.
I have another question. It's a
Um,
lot now. If Big Bird has a whole ass human inside of him, what makes Big Bird not just a furry?
Because back then furries didn't exist, and that's it. The word didn't exist. That's it. That's it. But I actually kind of wondered about that too, and I've just had the headcanon of what probably happened is because they couldn't really monetize puppets. They couldn't take the word puppets away from public domain, so that's probably why they switched it to Muppets.
Oh yeah, no, that is
can-
that is an established copyright thing. He needed to copyright the kind of puppets that they are. So that's
Micah, I think that I have a better answer to the furry question. Carol Spinney is a furry. Big Bird is a character that a furry plays.
Do not slander voice actor of Big Bird Carol Spinney in this way. Operator of Big Bird Carol Spinney.
Carlson their persona is Big Bird.
No.
Right. Like, fursona and furry isn't the same thing. A furry is not their fursona. That's another thing.
Fundamental question about Snuffleupagus. Because Snuffy is 2 people,
Yes.
is this a shared fursona?
Yes.
You're not
It's like the DBZ where you do the thing and
you to philosophically think about if your persona is just the back half of Snuffleupagus.
I feel like
persona is just Snuffleupagus's donk.
I feel like what we're doing right now.
Like,
I feel like what we're doing right now is workshopping, and I know that Avenue Q exists, but workshopping like an adult version of Sesame Street, in which all of the puppets are diegetically furries in costumes, and Snuffleupagus is a metaphor for codependency.
Avenue Q sequel, let's go. It's off Broadway now. We can produce it. Actually, see, here's the thing. I guess technically all of the Muppets are Jim Henson's many personas. Because he is the creator.
I disagree. Drawing an animal doesn't make you a furry. Wearing its costume
I also
does.
would disagree because I feel like donning the suit is what makes you a furry.
But Jim Henson is the one who designed all the suits and created the personalities of the characters.
So he's a persona.
Doesn't make you a furry, but it does make
Furry
you
artist.
Yeah, but he's the one inventing the persona.
Listen,
Right, but the thing is, being a furry is about personally identifying with the suit, not about.
Are you telling me Jim Henson does not personally identify with Kermit the Frog? Because that is a lie, and we all know
Kermit the Frog is not actually a furry or a persona.
It's just
Yeah, so Jim Henson is a scaly.
It's also important to remember not all furries wear a full body suit.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm now having flashbacks to one of my coworkers having his decapitated fursuit on the floor and with half the fur ripped off because they had an accident at their con. Scared the shit out of me. I didn't know they were furry until that moment, seeing this like horrified face on the ground. I was like, oh, what's going on here? Do I need to back away slowly?
I just like the idea that Jim Henson is simply a patron and community building member of the furry community.
I simply subscribe to the Kermit the Frog interview where someone asked Kermit what the difference between a puppet and a Muppet was. And Kermit says, like, a puppet is a thing that's controlled by a person, and I am a talking frog.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Listen,
but there is that phenomenon that is so funny. No. Why did I know that was you? I know that was you. I'm gonna get back into the Phineas and Ferb fix. I want to have flashbacks to that. Listen.
Listen,
what did you do for entertainment tonight to unwind from a stressful day? We talked about papers, Chloe.
No, he doesn't have a cloaca. Only Kermit would, because he's an amphibian.
What?
We're not going to get into the differences between cloacas and not cloacas. I can't do this today. I absolutely cannot. It is the Latin word for gutter, right? I can't remember anymore. Anyway, oh boy, if you want to support us, all of this nonsense we do, the good things that we do. Reminder, we did actually find like a huge security issue on the creator marketplace. That's what this started as. God damn it!
All of the nonsense goes towards proving points.
Yeah, and we did spend, Cecelia spent real money on getting business.horse set up and doing this investigation. This is the kind of thing that Toka can do if you back us on Patreon.
The other thing that we can do is continue paying people to appear on the stream when we have guests on the stream, pay our speakers for our upcoming talks that we have going on the last weekend of February and first weekend of March. We want to be able to pay people for their time and expand our efforts. So as we are growing as an organization, we also want to be able to pay our shop stewards who are going to take a lot of the community moderation off of our hands. And really start expanding the newer community channels that we have. We are making a lot of changes on the server very, very soon. And we are excited about those. And that's going to be
an upcoming Thursday, and the VOD for that is on YouTube.
Yep. And also, if you haven't heard us talk about it enough, we are talking about things like, pay equity. So we have a lovely survey that we would love you to take if you are in the Creator Fund. And if you've already taken it, tell your friends, tell your roommate, tell the person that you admire on TikTok that they can be part of the movement towards, pay transparency.
I don't have a Nightbot command for that, and it occurs to me I also don't have a Nightbot command for our beacons page, but if you go to beacons.ai/officialtoka, which I can actually just type out, you can find a link to that survey.
I believe we have 250 responses.
We've got about 250 responses. I haven't checked it today, but last I checked, we had about 250 responses. We were starting to see trends at 100. We're starting to see them at 200. They're holding true at 250, but we would like a larger sample size just because
we can see the loudest trends right now. There are more subtle things that might be happening or might be noise that we need bigger numbers to really be able to say are happening. And finally, if you are not already on our Discord, please join us there. If you have at least 1,000 followers and you're over 18, you can join as a comrade and get access to the channels where we talked about Business Horse last week.
There were a lot of horse gifts and people. I didn't even realize there was a horse emoji, but yeah, that was on there a lot.
I immediately responded with the horse on a carousel pole emoji.
I think someone responded with a tie and then a horse.
No, it was the horse. It was the horse first, and then a briefcase.
That's what it was.
I can't do this anymore. Thank you so much for joining us. Get off the marketplace and have a good night, everyone.